Damien never wondered why she'd caught the bug for literature, but she'd caught it quite young. She always had a book in her hand as a girl, and eventually her love of reading grew into a passion for writing. At 15, she wanted nothing more than to be a novelist. But given her grades, she'd been tracked into science courses. She interrupted writing her first novel to study for her baccalaureate exams. She was working toward a diploma in Latin, science, and philosophy. After earning her high school diploma, she came within a hair's breadth of failing out of her prep school because convinced she'd written a masterpiece, spent all her time typing copies and sending them to editors. The novel was called My Mother's Lovers. None of the editors responded enthusiastically. Meanwhile, Damien had finished a draft of her second novel, which she thought was even better than her first, but it met with a similar fate. Her mother was beside herself, her sister disparaging, and her sister's husband delighted. The first begged Damien to return to her studies, and others asked how she was so they could hear for themselves that she still had her head in the clouds. Everyone knew she would fail. Clearly, no editor would publish an unbeknownst young woman, however talented she might be, because no one bought novels written by women. Damien thought that attitude strange in a country where single women had received, in less than 10 years, a Nobel Prize in physics, a Nobel Prize in chemistry. She especially didn't see how her sister could tell her that she had no chance to make it as a novelist. It just didn't make any sense coming from Josiane, a woman who was shattering glass ceilings every day, armed with only her gray matter. Still, Damien forgave her each time, convinced the harsh words were not her own but her husband's. Months went by and the rejection letters piled up.